Okay, hello. Hope you can hear me. Thank you for joining this evening. It is absolutely chucking it down outside. And I paint with the door open out here, just for the fresh air. So hopefully the rain won't interrupt or distract from the painting, but we'll crack on nonetheless. So just to explain what I've done beforehand, I've got a standard canvas and I've got a black gesso paint on the bottom half. So I've painted that on, allowed that to dry, and I've kind of given like the background indication of trees, so you'll kind of see along here. And then once that's dry, the top half has got the liquid white, so a very thin coat. And then the bottom half has got a mixture of Prussian blue and alizarin crimson. So it's all wet, so it'll allow us to obviously blend and paint all in one go. So the colours, just before I start, we have titanium white, I've got midnight black, Prussian blue, alizarin crimson, I've got burnt sienna, Van Dyke brown, sap green, I've got a deep orange, yellow ochre, cadmium yellow, and a bright red. So with that, I think we shall make a start. So I'm going to start today to begin with some phthalo blue, just a touch on the brush, and we'll get going. So let's make a start. I'm going to start on the top here, all the way across. Just going to turn a bit more. It's getting lighter as I go across. And then what I actually want to do next, I'm going to get some alizarin crimson on the brush, and it'll go into more of a purpley lavender colour, which is one of my favourite colours to paint with. So I'll just get a little bit of alizarin crimson, and we'll see how we get on with that. That's nice. Okay, so it's nice and blended already. Hopefully you can see that as we go further down towards the horizon. Touch more of that. There we go, that's nice. And the benefit about this, because next we're going to have a yellow in between the horizon and the lavender, and if we didn't have that yellow, it would mix with the blue and that would give us green, and we don't really want that because it wouldn't look the best. Okay, so I'm just going to clean this brush off. Bear with me before I get the yellow. I've got my beating station just outside the shed where I paint. Again, just avoid any unnecessary fumes. And we'll go for a bit of the cad yellow and the yellow ochre, and we'll do that from the horizon. Again, we're just blending it out with this 2-inch brush, so it only takes seconds to do. There we go. Again, just give it a little clean. Dry it off with some paper towel. And then what we're going to do, we shall just blend very lightly where the yellow and the lavender meet. Just doing little crisscross strokes. That should do us. And again, we'll do it on top there because it's a lot more prominent, obviously, with that blue. Oh, that's looking good already. So you kind of really, you can barely see where one colour starts and the next one. One colour stops, sorry, and the next one starts. So it's looking good already, but I'm just going to give it another little, just a general blend in. We should have a nice, soft, yeah, just very gently with the brush there, going across the top of it. Okay. So how is everybody? Whoever is watching this evening, how are we all? Have we all had good days? Let me know in the chat or the comments or whatever it's called. So next we're going to build a little mountain. So I'm going to get some midnight black, some crimson and some Prussian blue. And I'm just going to build a little mountain here. So bear with me a second. So I'm just going to mix it up. My palette I've got down here. And it just allows me just to be able to do that. So you can still kind of see that I'm actually here doing stuff rather than off camera. So let's put the mountain. We'll start with it about here. It doesn't have to be a tall, big mountain or anything today. I think it should be nice, gentle, soft one maybe. And you'll see what I'm doing. I'm just doing the outline. I'm not too fussed about anything else. So, excuse me, that should hopefully... I'm just grab a bit more of that actually. Should give us a nice little outline. Rocky little mountain. Here we are. Scraping off as much as I can off the canvas. You can hopefully hear that, just to make sure that when I can blend it down, I can pull it down. So I'm just going to do that straight down. And I apologise, that's the evening train going past. You can hear that in the background. And what I'm doing, I'm blending it, but you can still hopefully just see the outline of that original black gesso that I put in there. And the reason behind that is obviously that the trees will be in front of the mountain. So it's kind of handy that it's got there as that reminder. So we can have the tree line coming down and going up again. So that's what's going on there. But we'll see how we go on anyway. If we don't manage our expectations too much. So and what I'm also doing, I'm kind of already blending out the different shapes of the mountain with the 2-inch brush there. Just that when it comes to adding the highlights, it'll be a bit easier. But let's crack on. Okay, so that's our mountain there, and now we should add some colour to it. So to begin with, I'm just going to get some titanium white, some crimson, and some phthalo blue. And that's going to be like our shadow colour on the mountain. So let's start on there, shall we? So we'll do it a little bit different this time. We'll go and just pull in, and we'll get a bit more. Okay, so they're already getting some nice little shadows on the mountain there. And then we're going to do some titanium white. Some dark sienna. Some yellow ochre. And a bit of bright red. This will give us a really nice colour on our highlight side. So I am left-handed, so my light always comes from the left. And it's a lot easier for me that way, you see. So we're just gonna slowly pull it down. And I'm just doing it so I've got a nice little thin roll of paint just on the edge of the knife. There you go, you can see that there. I'm just going just with where I think the mountain will go. It's not going to be the snowiest of mountains. I know we do like to do a lot of snowy mountains these paintings, but this one's just nice and warm, and it's just chilling. Okay, so it's looking kind of right already with the highlights and everything. So we're doing it okay. We're like 10 minutes in. That's good, isn't it? I hope. Maybe join up together there. So it kind of gives the effect of just going all the way down the mountain. Nice colours. Again, you've got to be very gentle with the knife when you're putting it on with the paint. Okay, I'm going to go back to that shadow colour again, just to maybe just fill in a few little bits. I think now that we've added the highlight, and just here, it's going to make kind of a little valley. Got to do the noises. No word. Go back to our highlight colour and just like that. And then what we can do, just to really mix things up a wee bit, maybe we'll put a little that highlight colour there, and that adds all sorts of little ravines and little crevices which are going down the mountain. It's a nice little trick there. Okay, that's enough of the mountain. So we will then tap it so that we can create some mist. And you just want to go in the angle of how the mountain is. So we're going up the mountain there. And we'll just do the same again here. You've got to do the noises. It will not work without the noises. Again, what's going to happen probably is a lot of this is just going to be kind of covered by our foreground trees, but we'll get to that and we will see how it looks. And then what I might do, just to add some real sparkle to it, here and there, just maybe where the sun's really catching. Very gently. Very gently. So that's maybe where the sun's really hitting on those rocks there on the side of that mountain. It's a good looking mountain. Maybe right on the tips, and then down, down. But we don't want to go too crazy with this. Just a little bit more there. There you go. Okay, that's all right now. Oh. So we've already got a nice mountain in front of us. Okay, so next we're going to do our trees, and to do that we're going to have to mix up a lot of dark colour just for the base. So we're going to get some blue. What I might do, I might even recycle some of that old paint we had on the palette earlier. I've got some blue. Let's go for some midnight black. Some sap green. I get some glittering crimson in there, why not? Okay, I think that's just about everything. Excuse me, also just readjust my hat. And we'll get a bit of Van Dyke Brown in there as well. Why the heck not? Okay, so that's a nice lot of paint on my palette, ready to whack our foreground trees in. The way this is going, it's probably not going to be a full hour. It could be. Who knows? Who knows? Okay, so I'm going to load my fan brush up with this paint. Okay, and I'm going to start. I'm going to start here, why not? And it's fine that we're going to keep in those other that black gesso that we applied earlier. That's going to make it look like even further trees right in the background there. So this is fine. What did I say? I said we are going to cover our mountain. I didn't think it'd be that quick, but we did. These trees, oh, they are far away. As are the ones behind. And I'm going to go back up because we're going to try and do like a nice valley kind of scene. So we'll then go back up. Okay. And we'll chuck a few more in here. Again, just tapping downwards with the fan brush. Gives us a nice straight row of trees. All the way up and down the valley. Okay, my favourite bit next is we're just going to pull up. Just to really emphasise the tops of those trees really far away. There we go. There. Just pull them out. Okay, and that's that one sorted. Okay, and the next thing we can do, we can just add a little bit of colour maybe here or there. There's a couple that are just standing out somewhat. One or two, not a lot, but one or two maybe that are a little bit closer. And just gently tap that in. Hopefully you can see that. You'll be able to see it when we finish. I'll bring that up on the screen a bit close to the camera. These are tiny, tiny. They're so tiny. They're so far away. You can barely see them. Yeah, that's looking good. Tiny, tiny trees. Okay. I just get rid of it. This one's a bit too bright. I'm just gonna knock him down a peg too. That's better. That's better. That's better. That's better. That's better. But you know, why don't we have a few more? We've got plenty of time. And these are just so tiny. So tiny. Okay. Maybe have a couple more. No, maybe. Thing is, these are so nice to do. I don't want us to run out of time. Okay. Heck, why not? We'll do one more. I promise that's the last one. Okay, there we go. Done. Right, that's fine. Okay, so next we are going to get some. I want to get a clean brush to begin with. Clean brushes help. I'm going to get a little bit of titanium white. I'm going to tap it in so we can get some kind of mist effect going in at the bottom of our trees. Right at the bottom of this valley. Oh, there you go. Tap, 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 tap. Okay, there you go. So we got some nice mist now going on. The base of the valley, the trees. Lovely stuff. Okay, so I'm getting comments on the soundtrack of me tap, 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 tapping. Thank you very much for those. Do keep putting comments in. Tell me how your day's been, what you've been up to. Have you been at work? Have you had a day off work? Maybe you've just been having a chilled day lounging around. You tell me. Okay, so next we will get that same green color. And again, I'm going to tap, 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 tap. And I want to start laying in some grass and some land. So I'm going to do that here. So just very gently. So I do that by loading up the 2-inch brush. And as you can hopefully see and hopefully hear, it is gentle tapping at an angle. And that gentle tapping at that gentle angle means it can give us the effect of grass, which is wonderful. Okay, so we're starting. It's going to get lighter as we go up because the way I see it is the deeper the valley is, the less light that's going to creep in. So as we get higher, more closer to the top with our brush, we can then add more colour. Okay, so we've got a nice little valley going on now, which is great. And then on this side, because our light is from our left, I want it even lighter here, so just even more. And again, it's likely that all this will be gone. Won't be finished because we will have had even more foreground trees. So it's likely you're never going to see them. But yeah, we'll see how we get on there. Okay. It's looking all right. It's better than I expected. Right, so next we need to get some water. We need to get some water in here. Or at least the first layer of water. Very easy to do. You'll have to watch as I add water to a very dry painting. So it appears. What we do is this. We get some white on our brush. Okay. And we're going to say the water is about there. Okay, so that's to begin with. Okay, that's looking good. That's our water in the distance. I wonder if this is affecting the light. I think it is. I can see the screen going there. Going light and dark again. Oh, we don't want that. We do not want that. Okay, so next we're going to get our evergreen trees at the front here. Nice load of dark colour. Okay. Right, so where are we going to put them? We will put the first one here. Yeah, we'll put him here, why not? He doesn't have to be too big to begin with. And we'll just use the corner of a brush, going back and forth, just with the corner. Okay, so that's the first one done. So we've got James, who's been lounging on a chaise lounge, eating tiramisu with a long spoon. Well, that sounds like an absolutely fantastic day. I would expect nothing less. Oh, I've kind of made a mistake there, but it's easy to rectify. A little bit more paint. One thing I did learn is you need to have a lot of paint on your brush. Otherwise it just won't stick. Okay, I'll go for one more here. Why the hell not? Okay, hang on a tick. There you go. That's better. Okay. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut it back by putting some more land in here in like a foreground. You'll see how we're doing. Okay. Let's get going. Okay, so we got some references coming in. Very nice, thank you very much. And isn't that a Black Books reference? Apparently it is a Black Books reference. I haven't seen Black Books. And I think James, who commented, has and always likes to just lie around on his chaise lounge. You know, for the lols. So let's carry on. We're going to go up to the right-hand side now. Again, hopefully you can see this. But we shall go... Whack that one there, why not? He's kind of just blocking our mountain. But it's okay. Okay, making sure that paintbrush is really loaded up now. So I might do a really big one next. We'll see. Like I said earlier, we'll probably cover up the majority of that background, but we know it's there, so that's all that matters. This is a big fella. Okie dokie. So we've got our 3 trees either side. I'm happy with that. We might put some bushes in at the bottom here. Yeah, we'll see what we do next. You know, let's put one more in. Put one more in. This guy is there. This guy, well, he's fallen over a wee bit. He's just there around the end there. He's had a bit of a shocker, truth be told. Okay, so I'm going to put in next our tree trunks, and we do that with some burnt sienna and some titanium white on the palette knife, and again a nice thin roll. So we'll go in here first, just gently. Just very gently. And the paint will pull what you've got off the knife. Okay, that's good. All right. Next, we need to add some highlights to our big trees. Okay, we'll do some of that. We'll get some cad yellow on our brush. Again, our light's coming from the left, so we will mainly highlight on the left of each tree. And as it goes further down, it will get darker, 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 darker. Okay. I'm just tapping in the highlights. Okay. So yeah, that's pretty good, yeah? I'm happy with it so far. Right, so I'm going to clean my brush off to begin with. Bear with me whilst I just clean the brush. Okay, so I'm now gonna make a peninsula, maybe just coming out here where our trees are, so it's gonna go across there. So again, I'm gonna get my deep dark color, and I'm gonna get some red on my brush. I'm gonna go from here. Okay, nice bit of red on there. We'll go for a bit more of that cad yellow. Hope this camera angle is okay, by the way, because I am struggling to find out which one's best. I'm very limited on space, so any suggestions would be very much appreciated. I'm just going to grab the 1-inch brush actually, and I'm just going to grab some of that white. And I'm just going to pull down. Like that. And then we can again block that in by just bringing that in front of it. Just like that. Oh, yes. That looks good. Okay. Grab a sip of water. Okay. We'll go over to the far side again now. How are we doing for time? We are doing very well. Okay, great stuff. Right. Okay, so we're just tapping that in very gently. And this is going to become a bit more prominent towards the front. And it's getting closer to us. As things appear further away, it would get light. But this is it's a gorgeous day. The sun's shining through in our painting. It's chugging down our sideline, which is very annoying. But you know, we'll cope, as it were. Okay. Let's go. Next. Right, I'm going to add a bit more colour here, just to get a bit more texture, as it were, and so you can kind of see where the different planes of the grass comes rolling down this valley. It's really coming all towards us now, and I think that's looking all right. So next we will need we'll put some land in. I'm going to get some Van Dyke Brown, tiny bit of that tree trunk colour, a bit more Van Dyke Brown. That's better. Okay, so we're going to just put a little bit of land in here. Okay, there we are, that's better. Nice bit on there. Tell you what I didn't do. I need some more white. Pull it across. Okay. And then I'm going to get some. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to clean up this area over here. I do not want to see the state of the behind the scenes, as it were. It is not the best. Okay. So just a little bit of liquid white on the knife, so it gives that kind of ripple effect on a far shoreline. And I've missed some here. Oh, that's too much. But we shall persist. And we will turn that into a shimmer. See? Don't make mistakes. So I'm just going to blend that out. And before I started, I've got 2 young children, and before I started, one of them asked if I'm going to paint an orca. Which I said, well, no, I don't think I could. And he said, well, it's very easy. All you need is black and white. And he's not wrong. However, I'm worried about painting an orca. Right, so we now need to put in some bushes. So let's get some dark colour mixed up again. Some sap green, some crimson, Van Dyke brown, midnight black. All the dark colours in that, really. Okay. So we're then going to put in some bushes, maybe just along here. Just like so. And we can do some on the other side as well. Maybe just some. Okay, and then what we need to do is we get some liquid white on the brush. And we just get some of these oranges, yellows, reds, anything we like, really. And then we just start just gently. We'll go backwards so we can create the illusion of our depth. And we'll have one more. Okay, so we've got some nice bushes on that side, and we'll go onto this side as well next. Okay. That. Try to get more of this colour in. Let's put a big one there. There you go. And we'll get some of that yellow, bright yellow. Spot on. Right. Back to our grass mix, and we're just going to blend it in. And we want to keep kind of a bit of a gap between the grass and the bushes, so the darkness creates a shows like that's where the base is, and it's not just splodged onto your painting. Right, what shall we do next? So we've got some nice bushes in, we've got some trees. Let's fill this last side in, and then I think we have got 5 more minutes. I'll try and get these done in 50 minutes. Okay. Not that I'm panicking. We've got plenty of time. No need to panic. No need to panic. And as always, the noise we make whilst we're putting grass in is tap, 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 tap. Just gently tapping. Just here and there. A nice grassy bank. Okay. Right, let's get this cleaned, and then we can put in our last bit of painting. So I am going to put in all the way down just to there. There we are. And then I'm going to highlight Mr. Big Tree. With our very gently. Okay, that, and then we can have maybe have some bushes at the bottom. Why the heck not? So we've got some colour to use up here. Bit of more red, make it stand out, nice and vibrant. And I've made a little mistake there. Any continuity references? We got a big gap there, so let's bring Mr. Tree out here. And let's go back and do that one again. And there you go. He's just reaching out. Those last few limbs there. Okay. Alright, we shall put a few maybe little bushes here and there maybe. Little long grass going down to the river, the lake, I don't know what it is. Scratching some tap the rest of that in. Again, I'm just using the dark just to create that effective shadow. And I think we've got to finish painting. I don't know about what you guys think, but what do you reckon? Okay, I'm done, I think. Yeah, I'm happy with that. How long we got? 50 minutes. I said it'd be 50 minutes. Cool. Right, so thank you very much for joining us. I do hope you've had a lovely day. Hope you've enjoyed watching this. And the last thing I need to do is, as a rule, last thing I do is sign the painting. So once I sign it, there is nothing else I can do. I think I'm happy with that. I think I'm done with that. No, I'll tell you what I'll do. Oh, terrible. Terrible. This is where I'll ruin it. I didn't want to go too far. Let's put a bit of it. Yeah, that makes sense. Happy days. Let's sign this bad boy. Okay, we're done. Take it off the easel. Oh, we got a. Okay, I did say I don't do anything else, but I can't leave that hanging there, can we? That's rude. Oh man, this weather is atrocious. Okay, let's try and just blend that in there. Okay, touch of blue. Say, oh no, he's ruined it. We haven't ruined it. I'll just blend it out. Yeah, enough easel now. That's all. Oh, this is getting out of hand, isn't it? Huh? I think we'll call that done. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So I'll bring it to the camera. One more. Yeah. There's always one more in the jar, you know. Just gently. Okay, I think we're good. So, love to hear what people think. Where are we? There you go. Yes, no, maybe so. Do pop in the comments what your thoughts are, and thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.